yes, guys, I do try to get my dailies done quickly. Things will change in the background. Some things will not. I'm actually looking into finding a studio because I don't like how cramped this feels to me. So don't be surprised when things start looking changing and my cards are picking up on that. I'm trying to get things to change and they're like, you're supposed to be focusing. So let's focus. What do we got for us today? The Empress. Gee, after we told you to let it go. The Empress is about, I want to say, creature comforts. She is a lot of power. And she is generally the power behind the throne, which a lot of people don't think about. She is the power behind the throne. She is going to make sure that she wants the home to be comfortable. She wants everything and everyone to be properly in their place. She doesn't care that you have an opinion. That doesn't matter. She's okay with that. But if you're in her presence, you have to remember that this is the way things work. And that's how she feels about it. This is how it works, and if you don't like it, that's too bad, because this is the way they work for her. And she's going to give you that same thing. You're going to have to pull yourself together. She'll bring it to you, and, literally bring it on, right? She's not that. She's not challenging you to that. She's challenging you to be a better version of you, believe it or not. So, if she's stepping in with that power, she wants you to realize that you have the power to move forward. You have the strength to do it. Why you're handing it over to somebody else is a better question. She's not so much what I would consider an aggressive card. She's not an aggressor in any way. Generally, when I tell people, when you think about the Empress, you want to think about those women in power that everybody says they were so amazing. They weren't what we would perceive up front as being that pushy, aggressive woman. These are the ones that you would think of. We know them in history. Cleopatra the Fourth would have been one of them. Yes, she is the fourth. The Cleopatra, the one that we all know is Cleopatra the Fourth. Catherine the Great, Queen Elizabeth, both the first and the second. We don't think about them as being aggressive or aggressors so much as grace. Now, you're going to see it as a great example, actually, with both Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Elizabeth II. We all know Queen Elizabeth II. She recently passed, and but everybody remembers how much grace she had, how much power she had. Now, she wasn't the same as Queen Elizabeth I. She had to take her throne and keep it. So when she finally, she took her throne in a flurry because nobody wanted her to have it. Imagine that in those days. But she got to a point that she basically said she had married her country. And most of England appreciated what she put forth. And so the later years, those middle years after she had finally proven that, yes, she did, in fact, know how to govern a country, you'll see a lot more of the grace of Queen Elizabeth I. Always saw it with Queen Elizabeth II. I don't say I have any clue what happened behind closed doors. I just know that she was what a lot of people would say a very graceful, a very powerful woman who didn't feel the need to run you over with anything. And I mean, if she did, you probably deserved it. So really the Empress, she's not one to trifle with, but she should always feel approachable. And that's really what you have to do with this energy, is remember it's your power and no one can take it from you without your permission. So if you feel the need to give it to somebody, that's up to you, but not her recommendation. So remember, be graceful with your power. You don't need to run people over to be you. You don't need to run people over in general. To be honest with that, you really should run them over. So be graceful, be strong, be powerful, but at the same time, don't be afraid to help those behind you. Like they say, a true queen doesn't point out your flaws. She helps to correct or straighten your crown. Same idea here. So, great news, everybody. Stick with it. and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.